I promise you more makeup tutorials, so more makeup tutorials is what you're gonna get. And if we're gonna do this right, we're gonna do it full glam. Guys, we did this. This glitter eye, this nude glossy lip, glossy skin as well to match, very bronzy. We had to do the full shebang, and the full shebang is what we did. Really wanted to do glitter as well, because I feel like I've not done like a glitter eye in ages. In the future, I definitely wanna do like something with color, but I went more neutral this time, just to kickstart things off. Listen, I'm here for the old school lot that enjoy this still, or even if you're not into tutorials, guys, in these I'm using products that I love. Do with this information as you will, but what I do want you to do is enjoy, okay? Let's get glam together. We're kickstarting this makeup look off by doing eyes. Obviously we're using glitter, so I don't want to risk like the whole fallout situation and fucking up the base. Oh my god, the other day I was having a makeup clear out, and you know when you just like rediscover products that you used to love, which by the way, I'm gonna do a whole YouTube video on like a full face of nostalgic makeup products like that we used to use back in the day. So that's coming. But yeah, I just found a bunch of makeup that I used to love, and I just want to use a couple of things today. So we're going to start by doing a little bit of eyeshadow for the base of the glitter. This is the Perfect Clientele palette. Mine is so busted and beat at this point. Would you bloody believe I've even hit pan on one of the shades? That's wild. Perfect eyeshadows though, oh my god, literally one of the best ever. The pigment, you just need to try them if you haven't, okay? I'm gonna start by taking this tiny little blending brush. This is the Morphe M562. I still love Morphe brushes, guys. Throwback. Today as well, I'm gonna work darkest to lightest. Yeah, had to think about that. I think today I'm gonna mix two shades. I'm gonna mix Too Much and then also Brownie. See how nicely this brush just fits in my crease? Like, it just almost like disappears. Anyway, little by little, I'm just gonna work this color into the crease, inner corner, all the way to outer corner. And I'm gonna keep the shape quite rounded. I don't know what it is. When I use my With Love Cosmetics glitters, I always want like a rounded eye over like a cat eye, which is strange because I always typically go for a cat eye shape when I do my makeup. I think that's about how deep I wanna go. I'm literally just dipping in until I get like the depth that I want. This really doesn't have to be perfect because the glitter that I use is like a full coverage glitter. It's gonna cover this anyway. It's just there as like a bit of a base. And that's why I love this look, because it can be messy and the edges don't need to be perfect. Taking shade Dirty Tan now, which you can tell is my fave. Etch that along the shade that we just put down. Diffuse the edges, obviously just to create like a soft gradient up to the brow. By the way, this is a My Kit Co 1.20. I like these brushes. These are nice. Guys, question, do you care like the brushes I'm using and like what I'm actually doing? Because I just naturally just throw it back to the makeup days, the tutorial days of YouTube. And the fallout. Naturally, I just go into this like, here's what I'm doing. You're sick at makeup. You don't need me to tell you what to do. It's just like a natural thing that I do. Is it boring? Now I need an even lighter shade to buff and blend that color up to the brow. This is just a back and forth game, right? You apply, you buff, you blend, and then you go back in and basically keep doing it till you get it to look how you want it to look. This right here is my favorite shade of the With Love Cosmetics glitter. This is Mocha. It's just the perfect mix of like champagne, gold, but like bronze, finger, brush, whatever you want to use to apply it. I've got nails, so I go for a brush. If you've not heard of these, by the way, it's glitter with the adhesive already in, so you just apply it. Watch. Literally insane. These are just the best. This makes glitter like mess-free, so good. Do you know what though? Now that I'm looking, I might mix in a little bit of this shade. This is Puppuccino Pressed Glitter, and this is literally like a dark, look at that, like a dark chocolatey brown. Press it over the top just to deepen it a little bit. I do like doing this sometimes when I don't feel like committing to one shade. Like they do mix easily. See what I mean? But they're so opaque. Like you don't need to stress about the blend of the eyeshadow underneath because you're not going to see it. That's what makes this look so easy. Like the easiest glitter smoky eye. I like a fluffy brush to apply it as well because then I can kind of use the fluff on the brush to diffuse the glitter out. So it's not just like it's not like a stop start. Even above though, like into the crease and stuff. I love having it. I just want to be covered in the stuff. This is random, but I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer on this flat brush just to clean up this inner corner because I did take the shadow a little bit too far. Literally the smallest amount of concealer. That line I'm just going to re-blend out with a clean brush. Wipe away any glitter fallout. Clean up the outer corner a little bit. To be fair, you actually don't get that much fallout anyway, but when you do, it wipes off so easy. You know, like glitter normally really sticks to your face. Cotton pad and the tiniest bit of makeup remover. This is the Bioderma one. This is so good. I take a dash of it like that and then you just wipe and it all comes right off. It all comes together. I feel like this look always looks like a hot mess. If you're doing this look as well, you're probably going to do it and think, what the fuck? And you'll want to take off halfway through, but just persist. To finish this eye, I'm going to do a little bit of liquid liner along the lash line. Not going to wing it out or anything. I just want like a base for my lashes. So I'm going to take the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof Eye and Body Liquid Liner in black. This is really nice. It's like a matte liquid liner. So good as well because it's waterproof, so it lasts really long. Press it right along the lash line. This also goes on top of the glitter, by the way, really nicely. Do I want a big lash or do I want a little lash? I want a big one, right? Go big or go home. Okay, let's quickly chuck on some mascara. This is the Maybelline Sky High, but to be honest, I just use anyone. For lashes, I think I want to take a Claudia Kilsby FL2 because they're super, super like fluffy, really, really layered and really, really fluffy. I mean, can you see them from the side? That wispiness I think will just look so nice. I am going to cut them into a half lash though. I do that with all of my lashes. What I'm going to do is literally cut them in half like that. The inner corner piece that I cut off, I'm going to layer on top of the outer corner piece, double layer it, and then we'll have like an outer corner fluff. That means there's nothing in the inner corner here, which is perfect. So we're still gonna see all the glitter, but you still get like an effect of a big lash. Does that make sense? Like, so you're still doing the most, but like you can still see the work that you've done. Perfect. Yeah. Last thing I do want to do though is take a Khol liner. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Liner. It's the gel pencil. This one's really good because it sticks in the waterline. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to tight line with it. Fill in all the way along the line because then you're going to mask any gaps. I think I'm pretty happy with this right now. Obviously I need to finish off like the underneath of the eye, but we'll do that after base. I need to rinse and repeat and we'll be back to do skin. For skin, we're going to start by doing a little bit of skincare prep before. This is the Caudalie Vinoperfect Radiant Serum. This is the skincare product that I use like at night, but also in the morning underneath makeup. It's really good for hydration. Texturally as well, it's nice and thin, which is why it lays so nicely underneath makeup. This also helps with like dark spots and stuff. Helps to kind of heal the skin at the same time. This is a skincare product that I'd splurge for. This is a repeat. Like I would continue to buy this stuff. It's so nice. With serums, sometimes you think they're going to be like heavier or oilier. And I like being an oily skin gal. Serums aren't really something I reach for underneath makeup with this. So nice. For my moisturizer, I'm going to take the Cosrx all-in-one like snail cream. I love this, not only because it's super hydrating, right? Like as a moisturizer, but it kind of has tact to it. I don't feel like I need to use like a gripping primer when I use this. I can just go in with this. Texture is so interesting as well. Take some between the fingers and then just warm it into the skin. Hydration is key for underneath your makeup. Even if you have oily skin, don't not moisturize because you've got oily skin, because then what will happen is your skin will produce more oils to make up for the fact that there's lack of hydration in your skin. See how my skin has a nice healthy glow now, but it doesn't look greasy. Such a nice like under makeup combo. By the way, if you wanted to know what lip balm I had on, it's the Tatcha lip mask. I just wanted to mention this because I'm such a sucker for a lip mask, and this one is Lush, another high-end skincare brand that I would rinse and repeat. I always put on like a lip balm or a lip mask, more so a lip mask, because I just think they last longer on the lips and they're more like richer and hydrating. But I always put it on like while I'm doing, I don't know, eye makeup or prepping the skin, whatever, just because it like allows it to sink in so I don't have crusty lips at the end. Primer. I'm going to take the Beauty Crop Pore Filter Pore Blurring Primer. This is a pore blurring and mattifying primer, so for my skin type it's perfect. So I have to like undo them. They're pumpless pumps, like look. Like there's no like stick in the middle. They rely on like the air being all squeezed out to work. Anyway, I'm just chatting shit at this point. Let me blur this in. See how already the center of my face is way more like matte? Perfect. For my foundation today, I'm actually gonna mix two. You know I'm a foundation mixer, whether it comes to shades, formulas, whatever. I love a foundation cocktail. Choice today is gonna be the HMB Silky Matte Weightless Foundation, and then also the HMB Luminous Soft Focus Airbrush Foundation. I love them individually. I love both of these formulas, but mixed, she's a little groovy. I've got this in, the matte one in 8N. Luminous is in 9W. Couple pumps of matte, couple pumps of radiant, like a 50-50 ratio. I love a brush for my foundation. This is the like large by Caitlin Collection Base Bestie brush. No streaks, keeps the coverage. I mean, look at that. What a lovely sight. I also love these shades mixed together as well. Like the 8M with the 9W. I get the best of like both. A little bit of warmth, but then the neutral will like cancel out any like oranginess. Look at that coverage. I didn't even pre-conceal. That's how good these are. And I've got some breakouts at the moment. My skin said, she's such a troublemaker. It's because I'm coming on my period. I know it, little bitch. As a girl, we just know. I feel like we can just sense our periods, right? I don't even count the days, but she forces me. Love taking this brush as well. This is the Peaches and Cream PC23. It just fits perfectly around the brows as well if I don't want to spend the time being a little bit more careful. I like it to take the foundation up into my hairline as well. Who remembers this little gem? The Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This was my shit back in the day. Fun fact, still love it now. Guys, this is in the shade Porcelain. This is what we're going to use today because, ugh. This one's definitely expired though. It definitely... No, Jordan, don't say how long this has been in your drawer for. It's new. Promise. Generous underneath the eye. Chin. Cupid's bow, nose, and a little bit on the forehead, and then the concealer moustache. By the way, if you're wondering why I do this, it isn't just because it looks groovy, okay? There is a purpose. These lines here kind of help to cup my cheek. So rather than cutting it right here, kind of where you would your contour and stuff, because sometimes that can be a little bit too harsh and it almost looks like you've not blended your bronzer out when it comes to it. Doing it here is going to create a little bit of shape at the front, without the lines. By the way, this sponge is the With Love Cosmetics sponge, if you're wondering. I start by blending out the lower half of my face, and obviously I leave my under eyes till last, so they can kind of get that extra little bit of coverage by drying down. This concealer never fails to amaze me, swear to God. Some products, when I use them, it's like I've used it for the first time. Like, it just amazes me every single time. I'm like, whoa. We get it, you like it, next. Seriously though, look. Foundation brush that I used, all the edges, I'm just going to tap them in. Get me some bronzer ASAP. I need it. Today I'm going to use the Pink Honey BFF Face Frosting. This is in the shade Toffee Truffle. Love this brush as well, by the way, for my cream contour. This is the Morphe E63. This is one of those brushes that I've had in my collection for a really long time, and it's still growing strong. I won't let her go. She could have one bristle and I'm still going to use it. Right, anyway, let's bronze. This is like a full coverage matte cream, and it lasts so long on the skin. Oh my God, already? That is so much better. I like to do my jawline as well with whatever's left. Just make sure you blend it down so you don't have a line. Sometimes I'll even hit like up here to create some more shape. Top tip, go over everything with the sponge though at the end, just to really blur the lines. Look at that difference. Love bronzer, especially when I'm doing like warmer toned blushes over pink. I will put this entire pot of bronzer on my face. For my nose contour, I'm going to take a Peaches and Cream PC11, dip it in this bronzer, and just do my thing. As long as it's like a matte cream for my nose, I'm happy. Obviously, my nose is one of the more like oily parts of my face, so I'll always do lines like this, rub off the rest of the brush, and then I can use it to diffuse out. Sometimes I'll even get my finger involved. I always like to take my sponge and just clean up my nose contour and the tip. Like if I lift my head up like this, you can see how much more lifted my tip is just from doing that little bit. For blush, I think I need more of a, is it bronzing? Is that what the cool kids are saying? Basically a blush that kind of mimics bronzer, has that hint of blush in it to like be a different product, you know what I mean? I've never used this shade before from Nudestix, but I think it could be nice. This is the All Over Face Dewy colour in the shade Rusty Rouge. It literally is like a dark rouge shade. Yeah, I think this could work. This is a PC18 brush from Peaches and Cream. I like to take my blush as well right up underneath my eye on the outer corner here. Pull it back towards the temples a little bit. This product is dewy, like she's glowy, but that's down the right lines, right? Why am I shocked when it says dewy colour, like all over face dewy colour? Self-explanatory, Jordan. Before I set my face, I'm just going to go in with a quick layer of Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray just to seal the deal. We're setting the skin today with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder in the shade Pound Cake. This shade and Sugar Cookie are my favourites, but Pound Cake almost has that like beigey hue. Sugar Cookie's like white, bright. Hold on, guys. I had to get a Trusty Trickwell. Trugsy. How? I just don't know what is in this powder to make it that good. Gonna powder my forehead and in between my brows just a little bit. I'm just feeling being glowier today. I think it's the glitter and the sparkle and the glow. What is that? Fluff. Oh my God, I hate though when the corner of my eye here isn't set. I don't know how to describe it. It just makes my under eyes look more hollow. Even though I want to keep the glowiness, I do still want to set slightly just to get that longevity. Sorry if this, actually no, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry that this is boring. Yeah, I use it all the time, but it's a fave and it's the best. Go get it, Matt, give me some. We are gonna hit all of those cream bronzer spots. I feel like with this look, we can be really, really bronzy today. Like we can get away with layering up that bronzer. Guys, this is really random, but powder, forgot to do this earlier, but I like to set here on my nose. If I'm gonna go like a dewier look and I'm not doing matte and setting the whole thing, here I like to set. So I leave the tip with the glow and I leave in between my brows with the glow. Again, it's just like a satisfying spot for me to set. I think it's because when I'm glowy, I like to pick and choose where I want the glow to sit. I don't really feel like I need to add powder blush. I feel like this is still carrying, like this Nudestix is still carrying a lot of pigment on my face. Maybe a touch more, because obviously this section is unset, so it's gonna sit nicely anyway. Just a touch back here. Yeah, that's nice. Guys, I've just been sat here for about 5 minutes deciding if I wanted to add highlighter or not, and I'm going to. I wasn't sure if I needed it, but maybe just a touch in certain areas just to make it pop. So this is the Beauty Bay Beam Highlighter. Guys, these are so cheap, and when I tell you, they are such a bright highlighter. Look at that. Lovely. To do this, I'm going to take a fluffy brush like this, like a bigger highlighting brush. Peaches and Cream PC17. Yeah, that is going to stay bright all day. See that shine there? I'm just going to find it and like enhance it. Smallest amount is going to go up here and up here, kind of creating like a bit of like a upside down U. Tiny bit on my chin just so it's a little bit cohesive. Oh my God. Guys, I love matte skin. Sometimes you just need highlighter on your skin. Okay, before we do lips, let's finish up underneath these eyes. I feel like they're really top heavy and we need a little something going on underneath. Back in with that Maybelline tattoo liner in the waterline. I want this to be like really smoky and sexy. Oh yeah, look at that difference. Crazy how a little line can make that much difference. Back in with the palette. I'm going to use a tiny little pencil brush because I don't want to drag this down too far. Taking a dark brown shade, I'm just going to smudge out that lower lash line. Again, just making sure I'm not dragging that down too far. Can't decide if I want lower lash mascara or not with this. I think it could work. Times like this is when I wish you could speak to me through the camera. I say yes. Let's do it. I'm going to take my favourite lower lash mascara, which is the MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash. Oh shit. Fuck, I smudged it. Karma for not paying attention, Jordan. To line my lips, I'm going to take the Doll Beauty lip liner in the shade Talk to the Hand. This is my favourite shade. I'm going to blend it in a little bit. Because there is so much going on, like on the eyes, I want like a really bright centre lip just to really line it up. I'm going to take the Made by Mitchell liquid lipstick. This is the Boom liquid lipstick in Gimme Small, which by the way looks so scary. But just in the middle, take my finger. You gotta blend, guys. You gotta really, really blend this in with your lip liner. See, we're getting somewhere. I basically bring the hue of the lip liner into the like middle. Do you know what I mean? I do love this matte, but I think I'm gonna add a gloss. Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Butterscotch. Time to seal the deal. Urban Decay All Nighter, by the way. We're done and we are dusted with this Glam. I just love glitter. Glitter just makes everything better, doesn't it? Everything I've used I will put below, including the shades and stuff. Oh, and please tell me what you want to see. I need your input. This is our space, not just mine. So please, please, please let me know any video ideas, what you want to see, and I will do my best to refresh this YouTube grind. Love ya.